finally all done packing up for that road trip. This is gonna be a fun one, I can already tell. Look at the time. We better get on the road. Man, I hope I make a good impression with this new series I wanted to do. This pilot episode's gotta be something special. And all I gotta do is just get to the destination and start filming. Nothing can get in my way as long as we get going now. Not even bad weather can stop me. Let's get going. Yep, nope. Not doing that today. I'm not dealing with no spider today. Nope, 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 nope. You know, the outside is stupid and driving is overrated. How about we go with that other series idea, the one about drawing little chibi cars and writing fan fiction? Oh. Or you know, you can just review this game for the pilot episode of Watersurf's Gaming Hour. You know, you're right. Ugh. Well, there's only one thing to do after getting invaded by a giant-ass spider, and that's to play a chibi-looking car game for the PlayStation 2. Well, it's time for Watersurf's Gaming Hour. Time to game on, fellas. Welcome to the very first episode of Watersurf's Gaming Hour. This is my new series where I review video games I own, both physically and or digitally. Now you may think, geez, not another fat nerd reviewing video games. Well, I have something special for this show, trust me. It doesn't have anything special. Quiet, you. Anyway, on this episode we are playing a game called Road Trip for the PlayStation 2. It also goes by the name of Road Trip Adventure, or Choro Q HG2 in Japan. Regardless of whatever it's called, what is Road Trip? Well, imagine an open world RPG, but instead of battling, you race. Yeah, that's right. Released in late 2002 here in North America, we were given one of the best games on the PS2 some of you may have never even heard of. Now, enough talking and let's play the damn game. Let's get this road trip started. Whoa, 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 what the hell are you doing? Where are you even going? What does it look like? Going on my road trip? Duh. You idiot, you're supposed to be inside playing the game Road Trip, not taking an actual road trip. Get back inside. Oh, the spider's out here, huh? Oh yeah, the spider's still outside. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Conspiracy? Oh no. It's probing time, biatch! Yes. The title screen for Road Trip. This is one of my favorite games for the PlayStation 2. Nothing even comes close. The charm and spunk this little game has is fantastic. It's pretty ambitious for being an early PS2 game as well. Now, let's explore the title screen a bit. You are met with a few options: Adventure, Quick Race, Options, and Results. Now, I understand the Options tab is exciting, but we are here for the first two. Quit playing with the rumble feature and let's get back to the game, you bozo. I can't, it just keeps rumbling my hands. Anyway, these modes are the ones you most likely got this game for. Now, I'll get into the adventure mode in just a moment, as it's crucial to understand the racing style of this game. Let's take a quick peek at the quick races before we go into the quick adventure mode, quickly. The quick races are a great way to get familiar with the game's racing style, and a good look at some of the courses you'll be racing on. Each of these quick races, you'll be given a random car that suits the driving style for the track. Each track has its own sets of terrain and abilities each of the cars need to use. It's also good to practice on these courses before doing them in the main adventure mode as well. Now, obviously I can't tell you how to play the game since this is just a video, and you're probably just watching it on a screen or something. But this is just how I did the footage, so you're just gonna let this happen, okay? Okay, geez man, you don't have to get so bossy. You are given 8 different tracks to check out in the quick races. They are Peach Raceway, Temple Raceway, Nightglow Raceway, Snow Mountain Raceway, Oval Raceway, Lagoon Raceway, Tin Raceway, and the Endurance Run. Let's go ahead and quickly get through these, shall we? The Peach Raceway is the bare basics raceway, and I ended up getting second place because, I suck. The Temple Raceway likes to race in a sacred temple of Japan, and boy do the cars love flying off stairs and clumping up together. Nightglow Raceway has this useless shortcut that didn't do much, and the track isn't very turn friendly. Snow Mountain Raceway is very icy. Sliding off the cliff did more, and I somehow passed first place even though they were super far ahead. Also candy canes, bro. Oval Raceway is just a oval. Lagoon Raceway has propellers on your butt and everyone gets stuck. Also, the shortcut on this track is a no-go. The computers suck harder than a vacuum cleaner on this raceway. 10 Raceway. Beware of the jet boosters. I ended up falling off a lot during filming this. Lastly, there is the Endurance Run track. Yeah, that's pretty much all the quick race tracks, and there are more to see in Adventure Mode.
And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, all three of you. We're finally at that point that you've all been waiting for. Am I right, gamers?
Let's finally begin Adventure Mode. To start things off, you have to name your character. I obviously went with Carl. Get it? Car-O, like car, but you add an L to the end of it?
Nobody's laughing.
Y'all are a bunch of haters. Anyway, the currency is Robux because funny reasons. Now, your adventure starts with the president of the car world quitting. He says he's done leading all these retarded cars and wants the next Grand Prix winner to be the next president of the world or whatever.
I'm tired of being the president. I'm going to quit. Hey boss, how about you do a contest for it? First one to kiss you on the lips wins. Nah. Just make the next racer of the Grand Prix the next president of the world or whatever. I'm sure they have the necessary skills to lead the people. Oh.
You get thrown into the game and get told, hey, you gotta get 6th place or higher in all the races. You work your way up from C all the way to A, and then eventually do the Grand Prix with 2 homies you gotta find out in the wild. Got all that? Good. Now do the first race cause it's all here. Yeah, so I did the race and got 2nd. Pretty good start, huh? What awaits us for this adventure? Now, the adventure mode in this game is the meat and potatoes of the game. You have to make your way to every town in the game. Let's quickly go over the map and whatnot. There are 9 towns you can visit plus your very own city. You start off with Peach Town. This is a little small town and it's quite the town to start in. It has its little charm and such. Then you make your way to Fuji City. This is a very Japanese city and you can see all the little buildings and such to explore. Then you make your way to San Paulos. It's basically discount Las Vegas but for cars and such. Chestnut Canyon is next, and it's a very small town, smaller than Peach Town. Right next to it is Mushroom Road, and it's pretty much a mushroom hut village. You then make your way up the mountain and end up in White Mountain. This is a snowy village and even has a dumb little ski ramp. You then drive through a tunnel and end up in the ocean. Keep driving in the ocean because you'll make your way to Papaya Island. This is a little island community and has some neat areas to explore. The last city is Cloud Hill, which you go up a rainbow to get to. This is also the final town of the game and where you find the president of the car world. It also has some wacky cars up here that you won't find anywhere else.
Hey, wait a minute. You forgot the most important town of them all. My town. My town. You forgot it.
Ah, right you are. The optional and unlockable city of My City. It's a town you get to make yourself, recruiting random citizens along the land to open their very own shops in this little town you made, as well as inviting some random homies to live here as well. This town is very crucial into getting some good stuff for the end game, but we shall get into that in a bit. We need to make a pit stop real quick.
Now I know it seems like I'm over-explaining this game a lot. I mean, I am. But I really want you to know the scale of this little tiny car game. It was very ambitious for its time, and it's still a great game today. But you know what really slaps in this game? The music.
The music in this game is both very relaxing and upbeat, as well as music you'd probably enjoy listening to while driving your car. Now, I'm specifically talking about the radio stations you listen to while driving throughout the highways and such. I will mainly be talking about the second radio station in this game, which is default, as the first does have music from the Push Kings, but it is copyrighted, and I don't want the YouTube gods to smite me. So the second radio station it is. While the music is great in this game, there is something I want to mention before talking about the music any further. It's a controversy regarding this bop of a soundtrack. Some of the arrangements for this game's soundtrack were plagiarized from an artist by the name of Michael Matthias, or the Keyboard Wizard here on YouTube.
Controversy? In my game? I don't think so.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the original artists of the soundtrack posted their work online in the mid-1990s, and the company that made this game handed it over to their composer. It was apparently sort of a time crunch and pressure from the higher-ups to get the soundtrack done. While sounding slightly different, the artist of these songs was not properly credited or compensated. While the composer did apologize so many years later, as of like 2023 later, it's still a shame that a great game had a partially plagiarized soundtrack. The rest of the songs were created by Fumio Tanabe. Overall, it doesn't detract from the experience from this 20-year-old game, but I still wanted to mention it. Now, besides going around to each town, driving around, and meeting the locals, what else is there to do? Well, there are some minigames scattered around every town. They range from soccer, to drag races, to obstacle courses, to ski jumps, to golf, and my personal favorite, gambling. Roulette style, baby.
I don't have a gambling addiction. You have a gambling addiction. Ugh. Pour me another, bartender. Like the meme. Get your own f***ing drink, you lowlife bum. Imagine losing all your Robux in a f***ing child's car racing game or whatever. I don't f***ing know. They don't pay me enough. I'm such a loser. How about a drink too?
Yeah, I might have spent way too much time doing roulette, as it does get you a lot of money very quickly, and I may have found a way to cheese the roulette later in the game. I'll get into that in a moment. Before I get into what my adventure was like and wrap up this video, let's discuss all the characters you can bump into. With every car-like RPG, you have NPCs that you can run into. They range from Rover to Toe like Yoda. I guess you did not Nissan that coming. Yeah, sorry for making car manufacturing puns. There are many different characters amongst the land. Some are beneficial to your journey, as they sell you parts. Others are teammates you can recruit to join you on your Grand Prix journey. There are even a few you can meet, like the Lake Goddess that gives you a useless horn that you won't use. Yeah, this is real by the way. There are many different cars that help you, talk to you, and just drive around for funsies. There is even one that takes your picture. There is also quest NPCs that tell you to go find something or someone and give you something in return. This is how I got my fancy rocket boosters toward the end of the game. Oh yeah, that completely breaks the game, bro. The ones you'll be visiting the most is my buddy Q. He oversees all the races, installs all your parts and customization, as well as general advice on where to go. Q's factory is also your save point in the game. This little tow truck is your unofficial best friend. I love customizing your cars here or at one of the other various shops and stalls.
Boy, do I love customization. Ah!
Your adventure can take you anywhere in this game. You can go for the gold and speedrun this sucker, or take your time to collect all the coins and stamps throughout the land. It truly is an open world adventure RPG, but instead of battles, it's racing or whatever. It's a game where you can truly take in the scenery and enjoy the road trip adventure. As a kid, I never actually beat this game, as I was enjoying driving around the environments and talking to all the townfolk, as well as doing the dumb little minigames scattered around. It truly is a very niche game, but it has its quirkiness that still holds up in my opinion.
Who f***ing cares, bro? There's only one person still watching the video, and they just use the timestamps to skip to the part where you're actually talking about the gosh dang adventure. Tick-tock, buddy. The video's already too long, ya Fruit Loop. Yeah, time waits for no one, and I got places to be. Places to be. Now get to the adventure, or else, bucko.
Alright. You want the Spark Notes version of my story? Well, let's freaking go then, palio. My adventure starts like everybody else. The president quits and it's race time. Got a new paint job and took a picture. Then drove into the ocean like you do. On the road again and explored a bit near the beginning of a big bridge. I ended up in Fuji Town and did some races. The AI cheated hardcore in that race, but who cares? I did some weird door racing thing with the king. Time to advertise a noodle shop, and some weird bus yelled at me in a temple. The best part is when that car drove off a cliff after he said his wife was calling him.
God damn, I missed my wife.
I got some new dingus to join me on the team, and got the best horn in the game. The trumpet horn, baby. Oh yeah, found in my city where I get my very own crib. Who cares? It's time to go on the road to Las Vegas. San Paulos. Racing time and upgraded some parts for myself and my teammate. Now, the best part, Gambling addiction. I lost way too much money on this, but didn't learn any life lessons and ended up winning some back. Oh yeah, a new teammate. We drove out to Chestnut Canyon and did the race and left to Mushroom Ridge. The journey to Mushroom Ridge had this weird part where I flew in the air like a crazy person. What the hell? This place has crappy dirt tracks and a weird slick track. Hey, at least I got into B rank racing. Let's try my luck at the B rank racing.
The oval circuit has the devil racing tonight. Never have I lost so badly in a racing game before, and I severely underestimated my ability in a child's racing game. Please send help.
Yeah, I got beat super bad in this race, and encouraged me to upgrade all of my gear off camera. To help with my self-esteem, I ended up driving into a pond and found the lake goddess. What the f***? Alright, golf time though? Let's drive to White Mountain. Welcome to White Mountain. You can do some sweet jumps and a weird tunnel that leads to the ocean. I found some underwater ruins and got the butt propellers. This is the drive to Papaya Island. Once ashore, I found some guy's wife and he gave me the rocket boosters. These break the game, but who cares, man? The obby course was neat and I jumped onto a little island that led me to Cloud Hill.
Yes, I'm going to my wife.
Cloud Hill has a bunch of weirdos, new teammates, and a failure of a jumping minigame. I need some money to get better gear and such. Oh yeah, I know, gambling! First I gotta play some soccer. It's the original Rocket League, am I right ladies? Did some gambling off camera. After 40 attempts of betting on the same number, I finally turned on my recording and ended up getting a big winner chicken dinner on the second attempt.
Ooh, yeah, baby. That's what I've been talking about. That's what we've been aiming for. Look at all this money. I've got enough gold to piss on the moon. What do you think of that, you freaking idiot?
I popped off pretty hard when this happened, but quietly because I was recording at 3 a.m. I finally upgraded all my parts along with my teammates to sweep the rest of the B rank races. Finally started to speedrun these races and got A rank unlocked. Those were a breeze too obviously, but I also got water skis. Went back to my city to do a weird tunnel race and finished all the A races. Let's test out the endurance run. It's crazy after upgrading all your parts, your teammates go from terrible to I couldn't even catch up to them in this race. I was ready for the Grand Prix.
Well, did I win the Grand Prix? I mean, obviously, but I'm still telling a story here.
The Grand Prix was a stressful time, as I did minor tire changes and pretty much swept every race. The water skis let me glide along, and some races were a bit rougher than others, but I still did pretty well. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for, the hardest race of all time. The race that defines the boys from the men, and allows all of the bragging rights of being president of the car world.
It's freaking go time, boys. It's time for some real racing. Yeah, real racing. I can't break the controller. The script says to break the controller, but I can't break the controller.
The race with the president is 1v1 on the endurance run. The music was intense, and I felt like my butthole was going to be clenched for this one. It truly was a race for all races. Will I win, or will I be defeated?
Yeah, I won. I mean, it was the easiest race I've ever done. He felt a little intimidating at first, but after a little bit, he couldn't even catch up. I was overpowered, and he had no match against me.
See that? It's a sweet victory. And just like that, I did it. I beat the president and secured my spot as the president of this weird little car world. Now, there's only one thing left on my mind.
What the hell? How the hell? I don't even know the first thing about running a country, let alone a country full of cars. I used to be an old guy in a race, and now I have access to all the nuclear codes. Oh God, no.
The credits roll, and you visit all the places you have once been to before. A sweet victory, and the first time I've ever beaten this game. It truly was a great experience, but it made me reflect on this game. While beating this game was great and all, the true joy was the journey along the way, and it defines what it means to be a road trip adventure.
I wanted to share this little game out with you guys, and hopefully it inspires you to play this game as well. Now you're probably wondering, what would I give this game on a ranking scale after playing it again after like 20 years or so? Well, I forgot to lock the front door. Oh, great. The spider's in the house. Oh, jeez Louise. Well, folks, looks like we truly are in the Apocalypse for PS1, starring Bruce Willis. Well, until next time, I'll see ya. Oh God, the spider found me. Run! Run!